We are Legion.
We are all.
We are one.
We are
Watching. Florida, but not nutty.
Hey folks, good day to you wherever you are. I hope you're having a swell time. We're having a good time here today. I'm with my buddy right now, MDJacobus. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. How's it going?
Doing great. Having
Glad to be
fun. You can see our expansive, very complicated control room here at Horde Illuminati headquarters. This is down in the basement, so it's pretty.
Got a
cool.
lot of things to keep churning there.
Tons of gauges and dials to punch constantly. If things start to light up red, then we got a problem. But it's been a week, a week of there's always something going on with all these apps and all these things that we do. There's always something going on.
That's true. It's never going to be boring. So
which makes for good podcasting, I think.
That's true. Endless material.
Yes, there's always something going on. So starting right out, obviously I'm Tedsallis. This is MDJacobus. The lovely and talented Padme1138 will be joining us in a bit. So she's just kind of, I'm going to slow down this morning, and so we'll see her in a bit. So
we could zoom through everything and be ready for Star Wars in like 15 minutes or 20 minutes again.
We always say that, and I end up going on a rant about something. And right off the bat, I have something to rant about, which is in the magical world of blockchain collectibles.
Yeah, big stuff this week.
Big fucking mess is what it was. Seriously.
I'm glad I didn't do it.
Well, a lot of people wish they could have done it.
I may live to regret it because that stuff, it sells real well. So
I still haven't sold any of mine, but let me rewind to the how we got here. They were supposed to drop not this week, but the week previously on July 8th, and they pushed that back, and that went to this Tuesday, which I don't know what fucking day it is. Every day feels the same now. The 14th.
They're all Saturdays.
I want to say the 14th, but I could be wrong. So,
and that was Series 2, which was the Tiger King set.
Right, the Tiger King, which is a much smaller set. And but they're the thing that drives you crazy about the blockchain stuff, number one, is there's a million fucking experts on this stuff, but the way that they communicate is like talking to robots or aliens. Sometimes they're so tech, and they're so up their own ass with their verbiage and stuff, that it's really difficult to understand exactly what it is that's going to go down. So what Wax.io/Tops is saying is at noon on Tuesday, this thing is going to launch. And it's pretty much the same pack structure. They already showed the variants were going to be different. Instead of like the sketches, they had either the tiger border, which is like an animated border of basically a tiger's, coat.
They called it like Tiger Stripe or whatever, right?
Tiger Stripe, yeah. And then the other one was going to be a scratch version, which was even more rare. That is really stupid. It's literally like this cartoon paw comes into the frame, scratches the card, and pulls out and repeat.
I guess that must have been like the animated ones that they did.
Yeah, it's an animated card, and they're both animated cards. Of the two, I think that I prefer the Tiger Stripe, but beggars can't be choosers. So the thing's going to come out on Tuesday at noon, but then Monday night, I see a tweet from Wax.io saying, go to this Telegram channel. What Telegram's an app. It's basically like a chat app, kind of like Discord. Very, very similar to Discord, where basically they had a channel with, it wasn't their channel, it was somebody else's channel. So now they've got this link up with one of these news type people or whatever. It's so fucking opaque. I don't understand. Long story short, I go and join the thing because they say tomorrow morning we're going to give a password, and if you have this password, you'll be able to log into the Wax.io GPK sales site early. You'll have early access to buy packs, and with the mint situation, knowing that the low mints are going to be the ones that are more valuable. Big advantage. You want to get in there, get those early packs, open them as soon as you can, and maybe you get some low mints and get some mad value out of that. So I go into the thing, and it's this endless stream of people promoting, number one, their YouTube channels where they talk about crypto and the GPK and all that stuff, mostly the crypto guys.
Right.
There must be a million YouTube channels that cover this shit. So these guys are all hyping this. And then there's other ones that have exchanges or D-apps, and they're all promoting as well. It's literally like an endless stream of links of commercials for these different elements of this crypto fucking universe.
Jesus.
So long story short, and all morning everyone's like, where's the password? Where's the password? Where's the password? And this is where it starts to turn into a circus, because now you've got a bunch of griefers popping in going, the password is so-and-so. The password is so-and-so. The password is so-and-so. I gotta write down the password so I can remember it, because it's stupid. So, and then they had to basically mute everybody because they kept putting in fake passwords. Because on the site, it's basically when you went to the Topps GPK site, like you ordinarily would, everything was under password. Okay, so just a big blank screen, enter password to enter.
Sure, you couldn't even get to the site. Got it.
Couldn't get it to anything until you got the password. And so all these people are giving fake passwords, and people are putting in fake passwords. No, it's the bullshit. They're just fucking griefers because they're bored. And then like it's 15 million people going, where's the password? Where's the password? Did I miss the password? When's the password coming out? Hey, have you no password? Is that the password? Unbelievable, just nonstop. So right at 11:30.
That's what these people do.
It was annoying as fuck. I started looking at it about 11:10, 11:15, and then I had about 15 minutes of annoyance looking at this circus going on. And then at 11:30, they said, here's the code. And it was sardine oil, which is odd.
Okay.
You'd never think of that one. You're not going to hack that one out by random. So sardine oil was the password. You go in, boom, you can get into the site. There they are. The packs are there, and they show 4,000. I was there like right on the spot. They had been saying, or some expert had been saying, that there were going to be 7,000 megas and something like 20,000 regular packs. Well, when the site opened up, it was 4,000 megas and 12,000 regular, I think. So I go in and I buy a mega, quick, just like really as fast as I could, because that's the one I wanted to get open, get it in there, and hopefully get a low, right?
Yep.
So I get that, and I go and I buy it, and I check my inventory, and it's not there. What the fuck? Yeah. So I look again, I'm refreshing, nothing's going on. In the meantime, I'm looking at this Telegram, and everybody's saying, hey, I bought so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so, and none of it's in my inventory. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Then I see people saying, oh, there's some kind of lag situation going on. I still haven't been charged on my card and all this stuff. So to be safe, assuming that my order went in and I'm just waiting for it to sync up to get the thing, I had already decided I was going to buy at least 2 megas and 2 regular packs. So I buy another mega with a different card, and then with the original card, I buy 2 regular packs. I think I did the regular packs first and then the mega.
Okay.
I already felt like I had one in the bag just in case. So then I see people going, packs are showing up. So I go into my inventory, boom, there's my mega. So I open it up as quick as I can. Yeah. And this was probably by about 11:34. I mean, all told, all this going on, very tense, very exciting 4 minutes. Get my pack, open it up. It's, there's all my stuff. So then I'm looking, I'm uploading, I'm updating, waiting. Still, finally, my 2 regular packs come through. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to open one of these. So I open one, and I'm going to keep the other one sealed because I like to have I have one of each of the sealed packs now. So nothing big there. I did get a tiger stripe in my mega.
Oh, cool.
And then it was, I think, a bunch of guaranteed prisms and stuff like that. So I just got like 30 cards. They were cheaper this time. The megas were less expensive. They were $20 instead of $25.
Really?
Yeah, they were a little bit cheaper.
And how much were the individuals? Were they still $5?
Regulars are still $5.
Yeah. Okay.
Still $5 for those. So then I just kind of settle in and start watching this Telegram thing go on, this feed go as the tales of woe start to circulate. And I'm still at 11th. Oh, and that was the other thing. Dan Anderson hits me. He hit me up like literally at like, it must have been like 11:29. It was like seconds before they were going to drop the password. And so like the password came out, and I was on Twitter with him at the time. I was like, hey, password is this. Go right now and buy.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay, cool. And so he went in and he loped in and got some stuff. And
I mean, you figure he should, because he got he had a payday last time. I mean,
yeah, I finally just had to ask him, what did you get for the golden? He's like, well, I sold the golden and I gave him everything that I had bought for my, my 1 mega. Everything was in the mega plus the golden. And I think it was north of $750.
that's awesome.
So he did really well off of his 25 bones. So
I would say so.
Yeah, he's playing with house money at this point.
Yeah.
So he went in and he was actually able to buy a couple of, I think maybe 4 regular packs or something like that.
Sweet.
And they came really late. He didn't get his until, it was almost noon.
Oh, wow.
So in the meantime, in this Telegram thing, this thing's a complete disaster, okay? These people are going nuts. Hey, I bought like 15 mega packs and I didn't get anything. I bought 20 mega packs. I didn't get anything. I still haven't got anything. And then we start seeing people going, my card was refunded. My card was refunded. My card was refunded.
God.
Their orders were canceled. Orders are canceled. Orders are canceled. Now, I'm watching this thing right up to the noon. Supposed to be the regular drop, and I'm like, they're going to sell this thing out before 12 noon ever even comes, because by the time they got to noon, there was only about there's a pack counter showing how many packs are left, but there was a huge lag, obviously, because by the time they got to noon, there was like 700 packs showing of 700 regular packs. Now imagine if you were anticipating for the last month, 12 noon, and you weren't on Twitter, you didn't know any of that stuff, and you go in and the thing sold out before you even got a chance at it. It was a fucking
yeah,
people were
crazy.
fucking pissed.
Oh, I bet.
They're really very upset. And then there, of course, were people. There were big guys that got in and see. When they dropped that password, they may have had that password for a couple of minutes before they shared that with the world, because there were some guys that had thousands of packs.
Damn.
Immediately on the exchanges for double, for double.
Oh, for sure. They're just going to turn it back over. So, man, that's nuts. Ooh.
It was a lot. And people are, a lot of people are really upset. Now, to add insult to the injury, then that night, Tops and Wax posted a tweet and said, tremendous success. It's like, was it though?
Yeah, but
it was for them, because they made tons of money. There's a lot of unanswered questions, because number one, who was it that was saying this expert, that was the guy he was somebody from Wax or something like that was saying these numbers of 7,000. So why were there only 4,000 as soon as it went live? Where did that other 3,000 go? Because the whole time I was thinking, okay, well, they've got a pre-sale amount. They're going to sell those out. And then at noon, they're going to drop the rest of them.
The rest of the stock, right?
Yeah. Kept waiting for that to happen. Never happened. Stuff never showed up. So,
well, luckily for us, we've been used to this kind of shit for years from them.
Yeah, they basically had their Luke.
This is their first rodeo.
They had their Luke Preps moment in Wax on Tuesday, where basically the crush of people, and it was all speculators. I mean, it was people that missed the first go, and they're like, "Well, I'm going to get in on this one," and some did, some didn't.
Because the hype was real, man. After everything we talked about and all the other buzz in the community out there, people were ready for this.
I was really surprised that the hype was that strong for such a weak property, because this Tiger King thing literally is cool for 5 minutes. I mean, that was like, lockdown Netflix sensation. If there had been any other choices of things to do in life, nobody would have ever given a fuck about Tiger King.
Right.
There was nothing else to do but sit around and fucking watch TV shows. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I do look forward to the next series of Garbage Pail Kids. I will buy some of those, assuming it doesn't turn into a disaster again.
Well, it's still something of a disaster, because now there's a lot of questions. One of the things, and I mentioned, briefly, was that we were looking at mint numbers as being an important thing. And there were situations around this where the blockchain information was muddled or incorrect, or we're not exactly sure what is going on. But if you looked at a card of yours on one exchange, it would show a mint number. Like I had a card that was a prism that was like, it was showing as a number 2 mint, which is outstanding. That's a really valuable card. That's going to get me a lot of fucking money or wax or whatever trade value I wanted for it. But then on another exchange, it's showing it's number 113. So which one is right?
Jesus.
And then there were actually situations where 2 cards, 2 owners, exact same mint number.
Really?
So there's some data shit that needs to get worked out, and it may just have to do with the way that the different exchanges and apps were addressing the information.
Maybe. I mean, because if that's true, then that's really bad for them, because the whole thing about the blockchain is that everything is supposed to be fixed and irrefutable, and
right. Yeah, exactly. Irrefutable and reliable, and that's one whole element. So a number of the exchanges basically removed mint number information until they can figure that all out. Wow. Which puts the whole market into how do you sell anything? How can I've got all this stuff I bought, I got it early, I hope it's good, but I don't want to sell off a number 1 for too little. So everybody's just kind of in this holding pattern, other than the pack sales. The sealed pack sales are going gangbusters. They were immediately a mega was $40-$50, a regular was $10. I mean, they doubled as soon as they sold out, which was fast, because the hype is real. There's obvious demand there, that with that kind of sellout. So it's a lot to unpack, and it's definitely a growing pain moment for the world of blockchain digital collectibles. And a lot of people that were really there for it may not be. And oh my God, you have never seen people soapbox the way that these blockchain guys can. Because I mean, I'm talking fucking Patrick Henry setting himself on fire. It was unbelievable.
Over some Tiger King fucking cards, by the way.
Dude, there was this one guy that was like, I'm one of the biggest owners of NFTs in the blockchain market, and this is an outrage. I mean, his entitlement was so enormous, and the fact that he didn't get any of this,
that makes it even funnier.
Unspeakable. It was a personal affront. It was an insult to him personally as the largest owner of NFTs. I was just like, God damn, Clarence.
That's awesome.
It was quite a bit. Yeah.
Oh wow. There's a lot to digest there this week. Holy shit. That was great.
Computer room on. Room isn't responding. There, I fixed it by turning the
computer room.
on. Turning the switch on. Everything's controlled by voice, but if the power's not going to it, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's true.
By the way, and I gotta it's on the control panel over here.
That's what I'm saying. That's part of the Horde Illuminati podcast control room there.
There we go. So that was kind of the mess of the blockchain this week. Still haven't seen the Shatner. Sure hope they're gonna be careful and pay attention. We had seen, I had seen mention of, really savage tweets from waxed at tops to some card servicer
Yeah, you shared those with me.
And so obviously those are the problems that they're still having. Whoever it was that was, I think that's where the breakdown went down, was credit card processing to the actual final here's your pack thing. There was some kind of lag. Orders were coming in, they were backlogging, and then going out one by one, hopefully. And then when they reached the end, they basically said, okay, boom, cancel.
And then they killed everything. That's, man. Right. Well, rightfully, Topps would be pissed at that service, because that's some bullshit right there. Well, could you imagine if in the app, like, you bought a pack and it didn't show up for a half hour? I mean, they're
not as mad as the people out there that were trying to buy, because they got their money. You know what I'm saying?
They got the money.
Yeah, they sold a shitload of product. I mean, do the math on 4,000 times $20, and then 12,000 times $5. That's a lot of bucks. They got a lot of cash really quick there. So
it's $60K on the regular packs. And what was it? How many on the others? Because it was 20 times what?
20 times 4,000.
Jesus. So yeah, 80K there.
I don't know.
So that's 80K and 60K. So 140.
Okay. So about $140,000. Boom, straight in their pocket, minus fees for processing and stuff.
Licensing like or whatever. Yep.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent payday. So they did all right.
Yep.
So I'm just waiting to see how well I did. So I expect I would like to sell all this stuff off once the mint number situation resolves. I had actually listed that number 2 on eBay, and thank God nobody bought it, because I had listed it as a number 2, and I had like a couple of lookers at it, and then I saw this kerfuffle about the numbers, and I yanked it quick.
Yeah, until that's sorted, because it might be the number 2, but it might not be. And you're right, because then if somebody does buy it and turns out that that's not the case, then they'll
then I'm in trouble. I basically told an untruth.
Right. And you don't want to, not through no fault of your own, but that's not how. It's better to wait for it to be sorted, for sure.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. Measure twice and cut once on that kind of deal.
Exactly.
That was the magical world of blockchain. I've been just basically ignoring Top Shot, because it seems like they're just continuously releasing product all the time.
You still can't buy?
I just put them in my spam folder now. I don't get any notifications. I was never into NBA, and I think if I'd have gotten in like early, it might have been something I was interested in. But now, I could care.
Yeah, too many squeaky shoes for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't care for it. So, moving into bunt, kick, or slam. Have you done anything in any of those magical sports apps this week?
I have not. I don't play in those at all, so don't really have any insight or info there. I know Tim was talking more about the MLS license in kick, but I'm not up on what that was or
what exactly is the MLS license gone again, or
I don't know. I think so. Something like that. It's
always something catastrophic with Kick and Tim. And then, of course, a bunch of guys are getting sick. I saw that a bunch of the, like the football players, something like 75 players or something in the NFL have COVID.
Crazy.
And so I think that it's not going to be any sports.
There's just not going to be sports. It's not. They should realize that, yes, there's a tremendous financial piece to that. But it's not worth that. Like,
no. Well,
shit, man. People need to stay
here's
safe.
A pro tip: New Zealand, you're clean.
Yeah, right.
You're clean. You don't have to do anything. Have all your sports televised worldwide. You're gonna get so much freaking money. Get those license fees out.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, get your rugby out there, or your soccer, or whatever the hell games you play. Get them on the air. Get them out to ESPN. You guys are gonna rake in bucks like crazy, because people.
Oh yeah, if all of those dudes are playing in New Zealand, you're right, dude, because they do cricket and rugby and soccer, and they just televise that shit, and all of a sudden all the US will be all into the New Zealand rugby team.
Yeah, everybody in the United States is like, man, this cricket's not bad.
This is pretty good. I think we should have this as our national sport.
Honey, I'm getting on Amazon. I'm gonna get some cricket stuff. Kids, you're playing cricket now.
That's what it's gonna be, because if that's the only sports that people have to watch, that's what they'll watch. So
yeah, they'll watch anything at this point. So yeah, I didn't really look at. I looked in on Slam. I looked in on Bunt, just collecting coins and looking at stuff, but I didn't go for anything. They've been getting really crazy in Bunt with some of the. They just dropped Valor, which is always a kind of a go-to sports app.
I did see that. And then like there's like the motion SIGs are like 1 in 20K or something. I was like, oh, 1 in 20,000 packs.
1 in 20,000 packs at 1,250 diamonds. I think they're only in that 1,250 diamond pack.
That's insanity.
Could you imagine? The price on those, I mean, if you were lucky enough to pull one of those fuckers, holy cow, man. You just, back up the truck.
Yeah, you got a payday coming. So, man.
I got to double check on the odds on that, but it was really.
I thought it was 1 in 20K, but I could be wrong because I don't follow it.
I was mocking their 4th of July, their 1776 count cards.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
There's still a million. Those things are going to be around forever. They'll be there for next 4th of July.
They'll be there for the next time the calendar says 21/7 21/7.
No, I was wrong. They're 1 in 20,000 in coin packs.
Oh, okay. All right.
Live motion signature cards, and then in the 250 diamond pack, it's 1 in 1,000. And then they have a mega pack that gives you 5 packs, plus it has like guaranteed stuff and shit like that. And then there is a card. I'm sorry, there is a card that's only in. No, okay, I see it. It is in both the diamond packs, and that's the Jeter motion sig, and that's at 1 in 1,000 for 250 diamonds.
Yeah, I wonder if
somebody. That's like what, 250,000 diamonds. I can't do the math on that.
That's a lot.
Even on our best day with the fucked up wheel, we never had that many diamonds.
So, and the people in Slam, have they settled down about the card sheet and the way things are working? Is that sorted yet, or I'm sure they're still having?
Couldn't care less, honestly. I'm sure. I guarantee you, they love tier trading. They're probably just like all trying to tier trade each other to death.
Jesus.
Because they had a huge catalog of cards as well. Not quite on par with Star Wars, but a huge library of cards that they had to cram into this tier system. So I'm sure there's tons of anomalies in places. And, and then of course, tier for tier means I'm going to give you this 25,000 count fat guy with a beard for your 250 count Alexa Bliss.
Which are in the same tier.
To be in the same tier somehow.
Yep. For sure. See, that she should have her own tier, and then
that's right. They should just have Alexa Bliss tier.
That'll take care of that problem.
Yeah,
they should do the same in Star Wars. They should put like Rey and Padme in the same tier.
Yeah, boobs. They just have a boobs.
The boobs tier. Oh, so, well, I got speaking of tier trading, I got one the other day. It was somebody I wanted the 3 count. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was the 3 count Asajj for, and they sent me. I think it was a red Women of Star Wars meld, and they were like offering you an epic for this. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Epic fail is what you're offering. Epic fail. Yeah. The more you're talking, the more you're wrong. You're just not. Yep. Yeah, you're not making any of those points there.
So I don't know. I don't have anything else for the sports apps.
No, I didn't really do anything in sports apps this week. I'm saving up. I'm up about, I think about 400K on skate. So it's about time for me to, try to get something good and blow all my coins again.
I keep saying I'm going to go into skate because I do like hockey, but I should go in there. There's a guy in our Discord who does, who's big into skate. So
yeah. Is that To The Rawls?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a guy I traded with back in the kitten card days.
Cool.
I've known the guy that long. Like I used to, like every Sunday, I would go into all the sports apps with all the stuff that I'd pulled and said, hey, I'm trading this week's blah, 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 and blah, 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 looking for huge amounts of kitten card base. Mm-hmm. Because you could just, and I literally, I could get hundreds and thousands of base off people. And if I got a really good card, sometimes I'd get somebody that's like, hey, can I get all of your base? And they're like, okay. So I'd set up an auto clicker, and I would just be because they had a web version of the thing, and I'd set up an auto clicker, and I would literally just siphon out thousands and thousands and thousands of base, because every one of those came with points, which added to your score. And if you got a certain amount of added points each week, then you get exclusive cards and shit like that.
Oh, very cool, right?
Yeah, so I had like
kind of like a VIP program.
No, it wasn't. It was like a weekly thing, basically, you know.
Right. So every week you accumulate however many points, and then you have access to it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you'd get like the community choice award that week, and usually like a purple or something like that. So there'd be like the community choice, which were the player submitted cats.
Yes.
You could submit your own cats to be on cards, which I actually did twice.
Yeah. That's
and
really
then,
cool.
And then they had purples that came out every week too. And so at first those were really low, and they you know, everyone else figured out my trick of cross trading for base. So I get thousands and thousands. But To the Rawls was one of my go-to guys for skate stuff and kitten card base.
Yeah, he's cool. Maybe if I jump into skate in the next season, then he'll give me a tutorial.
Or kitten cards. I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, I don't even know I don't think it's still around anyway.
No, well, you said you got kicked out, right? You got booted.
Yeah, it's dead to me.
Oh, and your cats are in there. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, you know, and yeah, it's kind of a
life
bummer.
member after that.
Well, they're still in there.
That's what I'm saying. Your cats are in there. You're not.
Well, it was funny too, because at the time, like at the time, I broke so many things in that game. At the time, you could post in their feed, and there was no limit to character. There's no character limit. So I wrote these fucking novels about these cats with these heart-stirring stories about how they washed up on their shores, helpless kittens, and their mom was starving in the dead of spring, and all that, you know, just, oh my God, they were so easy to manipulate. And it was like, you talk about how many kids are in Disney. They had this had the age range on this thing had to have been like from like 6 to 13.
Wow.
They were so eager to lap up a story like that. And I you know, there was no chance my cats weren't gonna fucking win. Plus I used the really cute kitten pictures of them when they were kittens.
Of course, when they're babies, yeah.
Yeah, so they're adorable. So I think Spot and Purdy, two of our cats that we still have, are in that app.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
So Disney Collect, did you do anything in Disney Collect this week?
Well, the usual. My dumbass is still doing the daily, of course, getting pissed off.
Still doing that daily set?
I know, it's been since November. I bought that fucking thing every day. And sometimes it takes 2 packs, and sometimes it takes 40 packs to get that stupid 1 in 10. But whatever. So I'm doing that. And then this week, I'm just getting, it seems tiresome because they do all the same kind of stuff every week, right? So they usually have like a set that is 1 card a day with a variant, and that'll run for like 5 days. And then every week they have like a set that drops all at once. A couple times a week it'll drop all at once. But it's like the same sets all the time. They're doing like Pixar Pals. They've done like 4 fucking sets of that. And then they do, you know, the Villains. I think they're on series 4. Yeah, Villains series 4 came out this week. And then they did this thing called Corrupt Colors, which was just looked pretty cool, and it took advantage of some of the motion stuff that they have. That was one that came out every day, so I picked those up as I went, both variants. And then they had the Regal Steeds, which is all the princesses and their horses.
Did they have the horse from Tangled in it?
They do. That's the award. Yeah.
He's my favorite horse. I love him. He's hilarious. He like punches that guy with a hoof.
Yeah.
Boom.
Which would hurt.
Yeah, a lot.
It would hurt a lot.
And he loves apples.
So I haven't done that, and that one actually, I think the Prism-y looking ones, the rare motion cards, I think those are pretty costly. Yeah, on coins they're 1 in 40. I didn't throw crystals at it yet. I haven't decided if I want to do it. I've probably passed the point where trading dupes for needs would even work, because once a couple days goes by, you're kind of cooked. So I'll probably get it on eBay. Both variants for like $2 or $3 right before the award drops.
Yeah, so that's doable. Always
yeah. Doable. And I think that's about it, really. Yesterday they started, was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago they started the watercolor wishes, which are just like the princesses or whatever.
They like the alliteration at the Disney Collect. Yes, I like that. Yeah.
And then they did some stuff for Emoji Day yesterday. The card of the day was an emoji card, and then they had a bunch of missions where you could get avatars and coins for, you know, sending 30 trades or whatever it was. So, but that's really it. I mean, it seems like the content's just okay. I guess maybe because I don't know. The content's just okay. It seems a lot of it just seems repetitive, and the mechanic seems repetitive.
And the complete lack of value in anything day to day, which is very similar to what we've seen in Star Wars lately,
Yep.
where the counts are so high. There's no point, and then the annoying. It's like there's no point in going through the annoyance of the traders there because
God, no.
Value.
Yeah, they're rough. Marvel's bad. Disney's worse. I feel like some of that's bleeding into Star Wars. We talked about that. We're getting a lot of those.
I mean, literally the most valuable cards in Disney would be what? Those VIPs, the early VIP ones.
Yep.
And what do those sell for?
I don't know. I haven't looked on the Bay. I mean, I have them all since they started the VIP program. I do have them all. I haven't looked on the Bay. I wouldn't be surprised if they sold for between 50 and 80. The Gargoyles set is always pretty well in demand. Those sets sell pretty well.
Thanks for reminding me I didn't go for that again, because I kick myself every day, because when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's one of those little cult classic, super popular shows that's gotten no play.
Yeah, it's true. And anything, so like the lowest count stuff, like I have my sheet sorted by low count, and the lowest count stuff is that stuff that came out in the first couple of months, which the Gargoyles is part of it. Some of the Lion King, the early Lion King stuff, the early Little Mermaid stuff, and the Frozen stuff, the Frozen 2 stuff. That was all really, really early stuff. And it's all like 1,200 count. So that's your lowest count. Stuff.
Yeah, I see a Steamboat Willie VIP for $50.
Okay, there you go. So that was the first one. I have that one. It is 1976, so almost 2,000 card count. So
right,
which is still pretty high. I'm surprised that it's that high.
Yeah, I have this goofy Little Mermaid, that stupid chef, the one that wants to cook the crab guy.
Oh yeah.
I have that stupid card, and it's not that low. I mean, it's like 2,900 or something like that count. And
you are is 20.
If I try to cross trade Disney,
okay.
Yes, that fucking idiot. Every time if I try to cross trade Disney, they go straight for that one because it's like my lowest count card.
Well, and that was a really that's one of the sets that everybody's after. So here's the award for that set. So everybody wants.
Just humble brag. Look at that. Oh.
Well, everybody's after that. So I don't know. Like I said, it's the Little Mermaid motion, the Frozen Spirit of Wonder one, and the Lion King one. It was like the first sets that they did. I guess it would equate to the first sets of marathons.
I should have gone at those, but I have regrets. As per
regrets sometimes.
But
that's it. That's really all that's going on over there.
Yeah. So Marvel had an interesting thing this week where they've been one of the most popular things for ages has been those comic covers. Yes. And they haven't had any because comics haven't been coming out.
Right.
So they dropped a comic cover the other day, which basically almost like it was like the Free Pack Friday type deal that they do in the sports apps where everybody gets one, and then a 1 in 35 chance of like a hyper foil motion.
Yeah, they called it the hollow foil. Yeah.
Yeah. And so of course, me hating Marvel and not wanting anything to do with it, I go in, open my one pack on my main, and boom, I get the 1 in 35.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
That was fantastic for about 14 seconds because I said something about it in the Discord. I'm like, hey, look at that. And broken name and everybody must have been just using blind trade on the thing because immediately everybody comes at me. I think I posted trading it for good Star Wars, which of course, to them means I got coins.
Oh, right. I'll pull you with coins.
Yeah, I got coins. What do you want me to pull?
Nothing.
I'd like you to pull me 3 green women of Star Wars cards. Get back to me when you've got those. Okay, cool.
That's right. The meditation chamber. From now on, when they tell you they have coins, be like, I need the meditation chamber card, please.
In the middle of all those other people, here's our friend Broken Name. Hey, what's it gonna cost me? And I was he had sent like that with a white, and I was just like, just take it, man.
That's cool.
I just gave it to him. Karma, he's such a good guy, and he really does actually care about it, and I don't. So
no, you're right. He cares about it, and it will sit in his collection, and he will be happy.
It's a free card, it's a free card, and he's a nice guy and a friend. So it's always nice to help a friend, and it's good karma. It's good.
Absolutely.
Put a little how many reflections you got?
Exactly.
Fuck.
That's great, and he will like it.
Over your pal.
Well, let's see what else happened in Marvel.
I don't know.
Didn't they do another? Was it the Essentials? Did they come out with more Essentials?
Those
I feel like they
Essentials
keep
just like nonstop.
week.
I mean, at some point, somebody's got to say, these don't feel so essential.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Well, and then they came out with the
got to man thing. They'd kind of run dry on anything that was really essential. You know, I love a man thing, but he is not a big hitter.
It's weird how many man thing cards there are in Marvel. Really,
it really is. It feels like there's got to be somebody there that just likes him.
Yeah, like maybe there's a secret Topps employee there who's
not so secret. He's probably, you know, his whole cubicle looks like a swamp, and he's got a old decaying wood sign that says Citrusville 13 miles on it.
Could be. It's true.
A tank with some frogs in it.
What else did they do? Oh, they did original art. Original art kept going, and it was Red Hulk this week, and the Empire stuff.
Yeah, they really hyped that with the first the wheel cards. You know, you had the wheel meld cards
for the posters.
And for posters, I've gotten a couple of those so far melded, and then they went right in. But it's all about Fantastic Four. Seriously, are so lame. I
agree.
And Hollywood has never seemed to have gotten a handle on that and done it well. It's always been just kind of fumbled around and not done particularly well. I guess now the rights are back to Marvel, and Disney has the rights to Fantastic Four again in those characters. That's why we saw Skrulls in the you know, the Captain Marvel movie and stuff like that. Right. So it'll be interesting to see how they try to introduce Fantastic Four, and if they can finally get a handle on it. I think if they could do it without the origin story, you know, of them flying, you know, because that's always just doesn't seem to. It's such a 1960s thing, the way that went down.
Yeah, it doesn't resonate. I guess maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if they could do without that and just assume, or, you know, maybe just refer to it or something like that. I don't know if they've already laid track for that stuff or not.
I don't know. It'll be interesting.
They're pretty wily about sneaking little Easter eggs and stuff like that. But it'll be interesting to see if anybody can ever do anything with the Fantastic Four that's as good as the original comics. You know, those really fucking worked, but there's so much of their time.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. It remains to be seen. So.
Well, there could be a lot of woke commentary about the fact that Sue Storm is the invisible girl. You know, like her power is to disappear. Get out of the way, honey. The men are talking. just become invisible, would you please? So anything else happening in Marvel?
I don't think so. They had a best friends set, which I did not do, but I don't know.
Somebody showed in the Discord, they were showing like the coming soon. You know, I think it's Call Me Nemo. He always posts that stuff. He's actually pretty nice town crier in our Discord of giving information of what's coming and stuff like that.
That is true. Yeah,
he's a pretty good guy. And but somebody was going, oh, good. I'll finally be able to add some Spider-Man content to my collection, because I guess they lean a little heavily on the Spider-Man there.
Yep, they sure do, man. Well, I don't think I had anything else for Marvel. Same shit.
Same old shit on a different day. Like I say, I'm still so beautifully disconnected from all of that stuff that
lucky.
Just doesn't affect me. It doesn't hurt me. So that's great. And then so in NeonMob, I've just been kind of, you know, plugging away on my 3 sets. But they have a huge carrot only set coming on the 31st. I was asking Joe Walsh in the last dev profile with him about, hey, when's that next carrot set coming? He's like, oh, there's one coming. Be careful what you wish for, I think he said, because it's a fucking monster, man. It's huge. I think it's the regulars up to is it extra rare or ultra rare? I can't remember which, the red gem. I think there's like 10 to 20 of those. So, you know, not that great. I mean, not that huge, but there are 125 variants.
Wow.
In this set. It's called Victorian Vanity. and it's basically a photographic set. They got access to this enormous archive of photographs from Victorian age, and that's what all these cards are going to be. But 125 variants.
That's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy.
It's I literally wrote Victorian vanity, 125 variants. Fuck my life. I mean, I've got I think I may have like about 350 carats, 350K in carats right now. Tim Hazmat C, he's gonna go nuts because he's always got like 1 million carats. And I may have to go pro for this.
Awesome. I was gonna say, did you get the subscription thing yet or no?
I have not. I think I may throw my $10 in the ring on the 30th just so I can
Might be worth it.
Get a little leg up on that one to finish that one because it looks like I'll be pulling it for a long time. Yeah,
for sure. Did you know Broken Name has a set out there?
Yeah, I saw that. Hey, he's not proud of it.
No, it's funny though. It's cute.
Or should he be? I saw it. I was like from like the really early days of NeonMob where you could just get anything in there. I mean, literally, it's like it's stick figures. Some of them are like stick figures and stuff. He did that.
There you go. So if you want to collect your buddy's sets, you got Monkey has a set, and now Broken Name has a set. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I saw. I was just kind of like, ooh, I wouldn't tell anybody I made that set. I can say that because
so I couldn't look at it. I saw like a screenshot or something.
I can be that brutally honest because I gave him a really good card earlier in the week. All the goodwill that I earned from that is gone now.
Oh, now you used it up.
Back to zero. I'm some guy he doesn't even fucking know anymore. I don't know who you are anymore. Well, tarot cards has been hot time in tarot cards right now.
For sure.
So much stuff going on. First of all, they finished up. We had talked about Emily Escape last week and how you had to pull the community had to pull 100 at a minimum of these each day, and so it didn't ratchet up the second day. But then on the last day, the packs were more expensive. They were 7,500 instead of 5,000.
Yep.
And still not in Pandora. And it was a nail biter. It was a narrow escape for Emily. She damn near died.
It wasn't easy. That's for sure.
At most time, 103 was where they came in. And they needed 100. They just barely fell over the finish line on that.
And and if you look at the number of melds too, it's like, oh man, that would have been a lot further, but people were melding them for the variants as well. Right. So.
Yeah, it's crazy. I did one set of variants. I was very, very careful about that, especially the last day. I melded one early, and then later on I was like, oh shit. I mean, and I was going into our Twitter group going, okay guys, if you have any coins in fucking in tarot cards, you need to go right now and try to pull one of these damn things. And I was in the Discord as well. Guys, get in there, please go and open some packs on this thing. And I had so many people I talked to, like you, first pack, boom. First pack werewolf done. Bye.
Day 3 sucked. I don't know why. I mean, the day 1 and day 2, I got a couple of each. I got a couple of the regular card first, so I even got a chance. I even made a meld on day 1 and 2. Day 3, I got the danger card straight out of the gate, so I couldn't do anything.
It was
a bummer. Luckily, I did get the regular award thanks to you.
Oh, you're welcome. Happy to help. So they made it, and everybody got their awards. Lickety split the next day, so we were able. There was time to trade around, and people that missed one could get one and stuff. There was no award for the villains, the stop cards, which was kind of a letdown. I would have liked to.
I kind of thought there would have been an award for those,
even though there wasn't a meld. Because those would be one per customer. Basically, everybody was only going to get one of those, and you're done.
Right.
Whereas you
that would have been a pretty low award. You're right. That would have been a really low award because you could only get one. So.
Right. Yeah. Everybody would have gotten at least, that's a consolation prize too. If you fucking cashed out like you did on the first day and weren't able to trade, at least they get a villain card,
Yeah, that is true.
That was a cool event. Really, really interesting. And then straight away went right into Decay Wave 3.
Yep.
So been bashing. I've been just hammering hunting grounds like every hour. They seem to be just falling out this wave, which means I'll probably get fucked next wave.
I agree. I mean, I'm having really good luck this wave. Remember the last wave, I didn't have really good luck. But this
Yeah, it was really tough. I think I only finished. I think I finished 3 sets over the course of a week, and that was with some trading the last couple of days for dupes for needs. So, people level in stacks.
Yeah, I think I'm in position now. I'm already at 3 and over 3 in a bunch, so I might get 4 out of this one. We'll see.
Solid for 4, and if I keep pulling and I get a little trade in the last day, I may be able to get 5. And
Man,
so that's good. I'm looking forward to my card being in decay, and I want to hoard the shit out of that decay card at some point, probably after this is all over with.
Yeah, you said you were worried about it being an award. I mean, I guess you could kind of count it out, because you do 9 and then the 10th is an award, and then 9 more and then the 10th would be an award. I don't know. Did you count it out to see if she's going to land as an award or as a regular?
Making the assumption that I have the intelligence to count that high. I can't.
Well,
I can't keep track of it. I like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10 is an award, and then 10 that's an award. But it didn't jibe up when I counted up. Like already to the very first one, it was off somehow. It was the second one where it wasn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's that one on the card sheet with all the others.
Yeah.
It didn't jibe. So I don't know where. I don't know. I can't keep it all straight. It's too much.
Well,
it's too much.
It'll be a fun experiment, and then you'll find out when it happens, and then you'll know. So then you can.
I hope she's not an award. But if she is, then I'll just be going crazy. Trying to
make sets. Yeah.
They stack. I love that.
Yeah, that is a wonderful thing. So.
And then on Friday he dropped 2 things. Number 1, Sin Snap, which is easy peasy. Those are basically replacing base.
Yeah.
In
at
all
5%.
Packs.
Yeah.
In all packs. It's basically what they should be doing with the meditation chamber. Hello.
I know. What the hell? Like maybe he took that idea and did it with the Sin Snap this time. I don't know. Because I think you and I talked maybe the last time I was on a couple weeks ago. I swear I said something and you said that you didn't do Sin Snap because you did the one, but the topics usually don't resonate with you. And we talked about how they're usually really, really difficult to put together.
Yeah. Because like last year they were melds. You had to meld certain things, and then the first year they were melds as well. And they were some of them were really difficult melds. And then he dropped the rest of those because those were his physical product. The first ones were his first physical products. And then last year they were melds as well, but it was Legend of Hell House, which it's an okay movie, but not one I'm really super into. Mm-hmm. And then this time it's Carnival of Souls, which again is a movie I'm not super into. They're public domain, just like Night of the Living Dead is public domain. That House on Haunted Hill or whatever it is a public domain, and so is Carnival of Souls. Have you ever watched Carnival of Souls?
Nope. I have not.
Terrible. It's terrible. It's the most slow-moving location. They had like this decaying carnival, some abandoned amusement park somewhere that they had to film in. And oh my God, if you watch that movie, you're gonna see every fucking square inch of that son of a bitch.
Oh, they used every bit of it, didn't they?
It is slow. It's plotting. The central character has almost no dialogue. It's just really a boring movie. It's not very scary. There's a few moments of atmospheric horror, but overall it's just it's really dry. It's rough sledding.
Oh man, well thanks for that. I won't go seek it out then.
Skip it. It sucks. And then on the same day he dropped these movies fucking tear me up.
I know.
Angry Asian murder hornets. Angry Asian murder hornets. Angry Asian murder hornets. Heroes on a half shell.
Hornet power. That's what it is. And there's only 3 cards this week, and there were no characters. I guess it's just scenes or whatever. So they're nice, actually. I was impressed with the the quality, they're not, they actually look pretty good.
Amazed that somebody got that out so fast enough. We just heard about murder hornets like what, maybe a month and a half ago, and somebody already got something out with that. Are you kidding me?
That's awesome. I love it. Here they are.
I gotta think somebody had something in the can and they're just like, oh, okay, they're murder hornets, and we can just redub a few lines of dialogue and we'll be good. Let's roll this thing.
I thought it's crazy. And so I was yesterday morning, and I was out and I was walking the dog, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And I saw that they had both dropped at the same time. So I would normally throw a buck or two and then just jump into Pandora to pull, because it makes it much easier. But I was like, no, these are 1 in 10 at like 10K. I was like, since the sin snaps are here, what I'll do is I'll just pull from the regular pack and see how many. Dude, I got 4 sin snaps by the time I got the 3 hornets, which I felt like was really, really high for stuff that should be 1 in 20. So the sin snaps at 5% should be a 1 in 20 pull. But I got 4 of them.
The nice thing there is that you can beat the odds, but you're always going to get the odds.
That's true.
If you had that bad luck and kept pulling on pack 20, you'd have got it.
Yep.
Unlike your daily Disney bullshit.
Oh, that's some bullshit, man. That's just a fucking coin sink, which is stupid that I even mess with it, because there's no awards. Now they gave us a shelf award in June, by the way, in Disney.
Wow.
Ooh. But there's no card that's an award. You'd think that at the end of the month you'd get a card for it, but no. It's fucking just people like me being stupid pulling it.
Hashtag long haul.
Yeah. So, but yeah, tarot cards was just loaded up this week. That was really nice.
A lot of good stuff, a lot of engagement activities going on, and I see new people showing up again. New people just kind of popping up. Some guy was flea bitten rat. Yep. There was a guy, and his name was Flea Bitten Rat.
Yep.
Like, oh, dude,
what was really funny too was somebody tried to throw him a whole bunch of base in a trade, and he's like, I don't understand why you're doing that. And they're like, well, we're just being nice, trying to help you out. Plus, there's a hunting grounds thing going on, and your stats build by your base, so it make you have more fun in hunting grounds. And he was like, I'm just here to collect cards, not play games. Like.
And I don't like it when people are nice to me either.
I was like, what? Okay.
Take these free drinks away.
It seems that's fine, whatever. He's cool. So he's in there. And it's nice to see new players. So
yeah, for sure. Always. Well, I guess that's the end of tarot cards. And at the 1 hour mark, we are moving into the magical world.
I realized a while back that long-term commitments just aren't my thing, man. 30 weeks, 3 ways to 10. I can't do it. It's too much. I got myself a brand new jam. I'll be keeping it weekly, baby. I'll be keeping it weekly. I'll be keeping it weekly, baby. I'll be keeping it weekly.
Okay.
All right. It's time for, of course, Marathons in a Minute, keeping a weekly edition. That's what it is.
Okay. It's a crossover
event. What else we got to do?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm booked. I got a lot of shit going on.
Yes. All right. So Sunday, my voice is kind of weird.
I know. That's what I said when you woke up. I was like, "Oh, you sound stuffy. You got a thing going."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Huh. Weird. Okay. And then it's like it sounds weirder in my head. Anyway, sorry guys.
Well, let's place a mic inside your head so everyone can hear what it sounds like.
No. Okay, Sunday was Editor's Choice, no Top's Choice. I do that every time because, come on, it's Editor's Choice. See?
He knows.
Cecil knows.
People tell you.
Cecil has some really big thoughts about that.
Cecil knows what's up.
Cecil knows what's up.
Yeah.
But what did we have on Sunday? Oh, it was Rex, which figured we were going to get something like that since the Bad Batch announcement happened, and we have some theories about the Bad Batch and cards. So we had a nice Rex card. Then Gilded Galaxy, I like it a lot this week because it is Senator Palpatine and Queen Amidala in the Senate when she's about to throw Chancellor Valorum under the bus.
Not nice.
Well, he was kind of ineffective, but, he was, it's all Palpatine, that Phantom Menace that he is,
They could have kneeled before Zod.
They should have, but, yeah. But I like it. And Monday, our hero, it was Cliff Clavin, Major Brent Derlin.
I like him.
Yeah, I like him.
He's nice.
He's nice. And then Tuesday, droids, it was U3PO. You know, if you're not going to get a C3PO,
Was he the one that says Achuta? No, he was the one on, okay.
He's that one on Hoth.
Okay.
Who probably got, like, smashed by, like,
Wampas or something.
Wampas or snow troopers or
Tons of ice as the cave collapsed.
something like that. And then they were kind of on a, you know, Empire-y, Hothy vibe there because Wednesday featured creature was Tauntaun.
Yes.
So they're kind of like a little thing.
Frank Reynolds was going nuts.
Yes. Yes, I saw that.
He was very happy. He likes those.
Speaking of things maybe we don't like, fan choice tournaments.
Ooh.
Which, I already got it. I got it taken care of.
Okay.
It's really hard to have a tournament when you don't know who won.
Well, you found out who won one time.
But that was the one we knew. That was the only one we knew.
Next week will be a surprise.
I know.
You don't know.
Literally, the only one that we knew was if the Falcon or the Starfighter won their matchups, which they did, obviously. We knew that one because now this week we're choosing between the Jedi Starfighter and the solo version of the Falcon.
I went Starfighter.
I went Starfighter too.
So did I.
Yeah.
If it was the regular Falcon, there would have been no question.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Get
Get rid of that escape pod. I hate it.
I don't need that freaking escape pod fancy, all pristine looking Lando version
Such
of
a
it.
Lando
No.
move too, right?
No. But so we will, have to wait a couple of weeks to know if that B-Wing or Shadowcaster or the Hammerhead Corvette or TIE Bomber last week. Who knows? If we'll ever know.
I gotta think Hammerhead's gonna win.
I
have
know.
I have to hold on to yes.
Hold on to hope.
I have to hold on to that hope.
Keep hope alive.
Oh God, why get it?
All right.
The uncertainty is so much.
Speaking of not being alive, villains, Friday, Admiral Ozzel. He is as clumsy as he is stupid.
Yes.
So
Again, with the Empire theme.
exactly. It was very interesting. Their choices.
Yep.
And then today is Saturday. So it was an Obi ship last week. It was, Obi and his Jedi Starfighter.
Mm-hmm.
And this week, it's Anakin and Obi. Which I had never seen this sketch before.
I know, it's like they took a still from the movie and just did an art version of it. Yeah, it's like
it's like the
Pulling up
farewell. So it's kind of sad because it's like
there it is. Yeah, you're right.
They see each other as friends. Really.
That is like a still
Next
from
time
the
I
movie.
see you, I'll be chopping your fucking
I'll be
legs
trying to
off.
kill you a lot. And maybe I'll leave you burning on the side, by some lava, in pieces.
Make sure you tell me how you feel about me before I go.
Yeah.
I hate you. That's what he's gonna say.
And maybe I'll take your lightsaber too.
I'll
cut off your limbs and I'll take your lightsaber.
He should have took one of his legs too. Like, I'm gonna need a saber, and you know what? Well, snack for the way home. Cha cha. You're not gonna be needing this.
Yeah.
Little road snack.
That's disgusting. That is so disgusting. I mean, have we reached that point in 2020 yet?
Yeah.
Close. It's possible,
Close.
Cannibalism now,
If you cook it right.
It's like a turkey leg from the Renaissance Fair.
Exactly. Yeah, no, or from Disney, walking around. Oh, it's got a shoe on one end.
Oh.
That would be actually really funny. Go to Disney and bring a little baby shoe with you, and then get one of those turkey legs and stick the baby shoe on the end of it.
You'd be asked to leave.
We're gonna have to thrown out of Disney.
Banned from Disney.
Baby shoe on a turkey leg. I think I just got a show title for us right
there. There you go. Baby shoe on a turkey leg.
Oh.
The headlines of man gets kicked out of Disney. Local man.
Yeah.
Okay. Local man has to leave Disney.
Well, that's about right.
So was
that down? Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I'm literally writing that down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Baby shoe on a turkey leg. Never thought anything that fucking messed up before. It's usually
I don't know. The Jack stocks are pretty good.
That came up again in the Discord the other day.
Yes, it did.
They were saying like they were making some kind of like Pokemon reference to them, and so I was like calling out, Trudgeon, use Jack Sock. This is fun. Well, we have all kinds of good times there. So yeah, so well, that was the week that was, and the week that's fixing to be like right now. Concept just dropped right now. Yep. So.
Well, we don't have to rush to pull it anymore, so I'll pull it shortly.
Yeah, it is nice. It's actually really so much more relaxing to be able to just go in at your leisure and get the thing done.
It's much easier.
Yeah.
So, well, let's do Hoard updates first. No, first of all, I would like to tell every single one of our listeners, however many of you there are, go into the Star Wars app, go into all the new Marvel Build apps, and go into settings, and there's a thing down there way down at the bottom that you need to pay attention to, and that is to opt out of selling your data.
Yes.
Because it's your data. They should not, if you buy and spend and do stuff in Star Wars, they're getting your money anyways. They should not be getting your money by selling your data, and that's your screen name, what you're buying, and your email address. That's valuable information for a corporation to have and sell. It's not theirs, it's yours. So please go in and opt out of that.
Right. Yep. It's not hard.
It should be default that opt in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be opted out automatically and then maybe get some benefit to opt in. But there is no benefit, and they're getting your data right now. So opt out of that, get that over with. Next up, Hoard updates. I hit 10,000 Jannas yesterday.
Dun, dun, dun. There you go.
8,600 on Beatty. She roared past Beatty. I started Beatty about a week earlier, and she just tore past like nobody's business, and she's got the lead now. I've actually dropped her from my spam, but I'm still getting them in. I have folks that are like regulars that just keep coming at me for those. They must be doing a two-step. God bless them.
Same here.
Yeah, they keep coming at me for those and bringing me those. So thank you very much.
Find some of those guys.
What?
Yep.
Those two-step guys. Well, actually, I need to find a Hoard.
Yeah, you need to find a Hoard.
I'll find a Hoard first.
Yeah, and I also got the BD Vader Black, the very first one that got pulled. In fact, DAC 212 pulled that one, and I sent him a one that I think I had a Praetorian, and then some kickers. He likes Lando. So I like Lando too. So I had some
loaded up with Lando.
Yeah, so I loaded him up with some nice kickers and a nice black, and he took the trade. Nice guy. So I was happy to get that. So my rainbow's still complete there. There's only 3 Jannas currently in circulation, and all 3 of them, all the people are just not responding to trades. I actually pulled a super, what was this? The super battle droid.
Super battle droid.
Wah. The first one I pulled was like the one thing that nobody fucking hoards. But I found a guy, I think it was an Obi guy, who had a Poe Dameron, and I was able to flip it up with him with a bunch of kickers. So I flipped that up to a Poe Dameron, so I should be able to. So that's what I've got out now for Janna.
Pretty sweet. Hopefully you'll land one of those.
There'll be more of them pulled, so I'm not stressing. And there's one on eBay, but the guy's on crack. He wants like $50.
No, not for a Janna.
No, not for really any of them. I mean, I'm not Josh Dienstag.
That's right.
I'm not paying that kind of money for that. I don't have that kind of money. I don't know where he had got that kind of money. But so that's it for my Hoard update. I'm pretty much very close to. I'm in a very comfortable position on all my Hoards if they decided tomorrow. And then, so how are you doing? I saw that you were over 10,000 on Boba.
Yeah. So in just over 4 weeks, let's see, 11,363 white Boba. So not terrible. And I thought I might have
terrible for one of the hardest characters, probably other than Rey.
He was pretty tough. He was really pretty tough. 1641 blue, 1103 red, 492 green, and 215 orange. So again, comfortable. If they drop monuments tomorrow, again, assuming that they're going to be close to the S5 or S6 level. And
I saw somebody speculating, and there's always speculation, that it might not be a bad idea to go up by 25%.
25%, yeah, that's what
That,
I think.
that seems like a safe
Pauline
place to
said.
be, and then you still have some horde left over if they just go and do the same thing again.
Yeah. Well, and we just got through the preview for Wave 2 this week, which we'll talk about shortly. And I thought that maybe if I ended up getting a Biker Scout in there, I'd have to put Boba on the shelf, but no. So none.
That didn't happen. So, well,
Nope.
we can talk about the preview right now. They started dropping on Monday. As they'd said all along, we want to start on a Monday, so we go Monday, then Wednesday, then a Friday, and then
Because obviously they were waiting for the Bad Batch info to come out.
Or for me to get to 10K, as we discussed.
Or for you to get to 10K.
That's
They were
what I
like,
think it was.
oh my gosh, is he there? Oh, guys, he did it. He did
He
it.
got to 10K, so it's
And then
time.
they were
Release
like-
the hounds.
they're like, oh, Greg's almost to 10,000 on Jana, and they're like, yeah, fuck Greg, fuck that guy.
So that could be it.
Here's how fuck Greg we are. No Dak Ralter again.
No Dak. That would have been cool one too, with all that ESB content too. But I didn't imagine he was coming in the preview because he wasn't included in the ESB. The chunk
Right,
they
yeah.
did.
I think if they were going to do it, he
I
would have
would-
been in with the ESB. And
He would have
as
been
we
in there.
said before, this new card design is very much like the S3 with a character on a blank background.
Yeah,
And I just don't think they have anything like that on Dak Ralter.
right.
It's two cockpit shots, one of them a profile, one of them looking at the camera, and that's pretty much the only pictures that are out there. They use him all the time in physical card sets, and those are the only two shots you ever see of him.
Yeah. So
Speaking of physical card sets, as a little sidetrack before we get really deep into the preview, in the living set for Star Wars this week, they dropped a Ben Solo.
yeah, I threw that on the Twitter group real quick, man. That was awesome. That's really nice. I've been enjoying the living set, so it'll probably have a pretty high count.
Yeah, Crystal. Well, thanks to
Did you buy them?
I just bought one, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, good.
ordered it.
Yeah.
So, and then I was looking at the Skywalker Saga Series 2, which is the spoiler, not Skywalker Saga, Rise of Skywalker Series 2, which has everything in it. There are some Ben Solo cards in there as well.
Oh, cool.
Since we
But
didn't
this-
get a Ben Solo base card.
Right.
That
So
would've
yeah,
Ah.
so circling back to the base preview. So, what do you think of all those new base cards?
been-
What's your opinion?
I think that was it right there.
a big sigh.
Big sigh. Just,
I was disappointed. It was underwhelming. There was while we got 16 ESB cards for the ESB 40th. I think there was one or two cards from Return of the Jedi and maybe one or two from Star Wars. I mean, I realized they have 11 movies and a zillion cartoons.
it was very cartoon heavy.
Yeah.
very cartoon heavy.
And a lot of
Very
really
true.
just total gimp ass characters too. I mean,
And yeah,
Dan Anderson's like, fucking Wald? Are you kidding me? I got a fucking horde Wald now because that's the only goddamn Rhodian in the thing. Give me a break.
I know, poor Dan. And yeah, I'm okay with some deep dives, but they don't all have to be deep dives.
Right?
Yeah,
You know?
there's some real stinkers in there.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff where it's just like, yeah, okay, I know what I'm going to be pulling on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 now.
I'm gonna get the 5-count what is it? Elephant Mon or whatever.
You know what? I actually kind of like Ifant Mon.
I know, he's pretty cool. I
It's a
thought the
good
same when I
action
saw it.
figure. It's like one of those. That's like one of the last series action figures. Little
Yep.
with coins and shit like that. That's
Pretty cool. Yeah, that was with the that was the Power of the Force action figure line.
yeah. So I'm hoarding him now. Ifant Mon all the way. Ah. No,
Yeah.
I didn't really see much of anything I wanted to hoard there.
No, and to be honest, because of all these deep, track characters, I don't know that I'll throw much at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 when it hits, because there's just the odds of you getting anything.
No, you will, because there's another Ray.
Well, there's the Ray. Let's see what else.
they managed to get another Ray in there,
Yeah.
so
Cartoon line.
everybody's gonna throw that day.
Yeah,
There's
That
a
is
Ray,
true.
and the Holdo's nice. And there'll be the
People
Bespin
don't like-
Leia.
People
Right.
don't like Holdo as much as we do.
Oh, well, you know what, though? You are right.
You know what? people are sexist assholes.
Oh, really?
Because she kind of like put Poe in his place.
Yeah, she did. Well,
Basically.
he needed
to be told.
He needed to get told.
He needed to get told, and he got told, and people are sexist assholes.
Yeah.
So.
Well, now that you mention it, though, those 16 ESB cards will be in the 5432.
Yeah.
And
So you'll have another Boba. You could do.
No,
I could hold the other one
watch
too.
them fuck everybody over like they did with TLJ base and make like no monuments for those. No, fuck everyone over again like they did with TLJ base.
That would.
No. Those aren't part of that at all. I said they're their own separate thing, and they're not really actually even base cards if you look at them.
Yeah, sure.
They got another K-Del in there, which is like the exact same image they used before somewhere.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't give you a biker scout because they had a pre-existing, blank background from S3. They had a really nice.
I expected to see him. I really thought we'd see that
image, and you'd have been fine.
And
I expected to see it.
Did they use the Royal Guard, the Red Guard they call him, and they make him from Attack of the Clones?
Right.
Why didn't they just do one from Jedi and do somebody else from Attack of the Clones? Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. A handmaiden? I don't know.
Like Corday?
Or
maybe.
Yeah, blowed up Corday?
Blowed up Corday would have been fun.
Yeah.
Well.
Or you could get her before she was blowed up.
Pre-blowed up?
Pre-blowed up?
She was still alive then.
Yeah. Yeah, why don't we have a pre-blowed up Corday?
They should.
Why did my shoes smell like smoke?
Wave 3 is coming.
I mean,
I don't think there will.
No, it's not.
I don't think so.
I'm not even going to put that out there. It's not happening.
I like the Queen Amidala, but I don't like it in that base design, though. I kind of don't like that.
What was the one card that went with the purple so nice? Was it a Padme card?
Oh, that Padme
award.
The
award.
Yeah, the Padme
that
award was
wave
beautiful
one
in purple.
Award I would have hoarded that card.
Now,
that's a nice card.
Are those awards regular base cards? Those going to be cards that you can hoard as base?
You know what? They might be.
Who knows? Because like how the Han Solo base was like the award card for all of the base. And he shows up all the time, so maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how they're doing that with the young Han.
We'll soon see. I would hope that next week they'll start dropping the regular base into packs, with the other ones. And I don't know. I wouldn't think that they're gonna retire Wave 1.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so. But if that Padme is a regular base card, I mean, it would be a cool horde card. But it looks especially good on that purple. So
yeah, it looks great, and it was like, I was meant to be on this card. I look
pretty cool.
There is a Cara Dune. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Cara Dune's really nice.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
I like the Kylo, but I feel like there's better Kylo shots they could have used.
Yeah, he's always lurchy.
I've seen that shot.
Kylo Ren, I've got terrible posture.
There's better shots.
Slept wrong. Oh.
I mean, obviously, I'm never gonna get a Ben Solo base card, but come on, man.
Someday you will.
You could have got me a better Kylo in here, man.
If they're gonna give us Anakin Skywalker, which is Vader with his helmet off, that was for how long in the movie? Like a minute tops.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, we can get a Ben Solo. Come on.
That's true. I mean, you got the Anakin Skywalker redemption look. So
right, yeah. Give us our redemption look on Kylo.
So many cartoons.
Yeah, a lot of tunes. I like the Client.
Yes.
that was a good one.
I was tempted to start hoarding that, and I saw Asia Marie was hoarding it. And I'm just kind of like, oh man, I don't want to compete with her. I like her. I don't want to.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, hands off.
The Solo Lando is pretty pimpin' though.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Because the yellow of the Solo logo looks really nice.
Who's that one character that Biggs will not shut the fuck up about?
Rookcast!
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 It's like his response to everything all week has just been a picture of that card and Rookcast! We're talking politics and all kinds of things in our group, and then he just pops in.
Rookcast!
Rookcast! It's not annoying at all, Biggs.
No.
Greef Karg is kind of cool. I'm surprised you're not going to hoard him.
Yeah, some Carl Weathers, man.
I don't like his pie. He's like, He's like, he has a total Karen
Yeah,
pose.
it is like a Karen pose, and
Yeah.
it makes him look kind of chunky.
Yeah, it's not a good look. I think he was probably trying to push his side in, push this in here, but it just looks Karen-ish and dumb. I don't like it.
There's a tally.
The tally's really nice too. And
That,
Yeah,
I was
that,
like,
all right.
that may be a hot one. People
I
may
like
go
the
after
Luke.
that one.
I like the Luke that was
That
in
is
that.
a nice Luke.
I
I
really-
do like that one.
I like that Luke a lot.
Yeah, the
He's
old
like
man Luke there.
grizzled, but
Mhm.
not like ugly grizzled.
Yeah, he didn't. He's not as crusty as he was.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was pretty decent there. It's a pretty cool Luke. I like
Yeah.
that one a lot, and I like Luke. So I don't know. I'll look around.
Phasma's
I've
nice.
made it clear my stance is that I'm not going to hoard anything until I have the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If I can't
That's the only reason I did boba.
yeah, if I can't rainbow it, I don't want to hoard it.
Yeah.
And
I
that's,
tell you what, that's what we're gonna get in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
oh, she's gassing.
We're gonna
What
get
is that?
frickin' Rumi Paramita or whatever the frick that is. Oof, that's who we're gonna pull.
Hey,
That's what
here's
I'm
an idea. Why don't you buy a hood that fits your pin fucking head? I've got a head that's the size of a human fist, but I've got a full-size hood for a person with a big, human-sized head. Okay, genius.
That's
Good job.
awesome.
One size fits all hoods in the world of Star Wars.
Apparently.
It's super easy to
Yeah.
shop. Super easy. So we got through the preview. Boo, it sucked.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Boonta Eve Pod Race was on Sunday.
Gasgano! Woo! Woo!
Let the gloating begin.
Woo!
I lost.
Woo!
I had Mars Guo, who was, I think he won last time.
I think he did. I had Neva Key.
So I was like, oh, he's got a chance
Gasgano!
again, I think.
Woo!
But on my alt, I had Gasgano. So,
Yeah.
but I was supporting my guy, and then he was in the lead, I think in the third lap, Mars Guo was, and I was like, oh shit, this guy might have a chance of that. And then they were all those boosts and sabotages and stuff were in the Women of Star Wars that had dropped on Sunday.
Oh man, there were so many.
Was it Powerful Pairs? Or
No, just it
regular?
was it was
Because
the,
Wave 3
Wave
came
3,
right
yeah.
on the heels of Wave 2 on Sunday.
they
and
were
so-
dropping out of my packs. I was like,
Yeah.
sabotage,
Well,
sabotage,
and it's-
sabotage.
As luck would have it, we seemed to have quite a few coins at the time.
As it
So,
happened.
we
As
were-
it happened, people were loaded.
I had a lot of coins saved up, and I was using some of those to collect the Women of Star Wars base, and then also those were coming out too. So
It'll be interesting to see the counts on the Women of Star Wars for Wave 3
It'll be
as
high.
compared to 1 and 2.
oh, very high. Now Wave 2 was high because that fuck up happened in the middle of the wave, anyways.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everybody- 'cause that's when I said I think I'm going to do these in black. I can do this. Somehow I feel I have the resources to pull this off. So yeah,
The pod race was amusing.
it was pretty fun, and you had
Because I saw that Tiva Va crew or whatever his name is out there. I saw you guys all out there like,
Neva
oh,
Key. Yeah.
I'm holding all of these cheers and all of these
We had so many.
till the last round, and I'm sitting here on 41 crowd favorites and how many sabotage, and I'm like, you do that.
yeah.
I'm gonna do them all.
You do that. I
There were
just
like
did
4 of us,
it
4 or
all
5 of us in
day.
the group.
Well,
4 or
I
5 of us in the group.
sabotaged everybody, and I crowd cheered everybody because I had so many of them, and I wanted all those cards,
Yeah.
And so
I did not sabotage Gascon.
I did multiple
It's
times.
weird that you could sabotage your own person. Like you could go and just
could,
into the
yeah,
workshop
just
if your own
a
person was
meld
there.
card. I just wanted to get one of each of the
Yeah.
meld cards. So I did that. It was fun, and there was all the usual trash talking, and
Oh yeah.
you got to feel proud that you were on the same team as Jedi Miller,
That is true. And
who is
you know,
now
he took that-
officially
he took that victory
insufferable for all time. I think he's still bragging in
Yeah.
places. Gasgano, team #1, best trader ever,
We're
highest
an equal
rating.
opportunity team.
Oh,
We
dude, it's a
have
big tent. It's a big
big
tent.
tent.
Big tent
Yep.
party over there at
Big tent,
Gasgano.
That's true. I'll bet if you go back into the Boonta Eve feed, he's still talking about it today.
Probably is. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
It's big news, man.
So as we referred to the the women of Star Wars and all the boosts and everything we were getting along with that.
The Americana-mageddon aftermath.
But it's not. I thought it was Farmageddon.
Farmageddon. I thought it was Farmageddon.
Farmageddon.
I decided, I wrote the agenda, and I'm like, you know what? I need a bunch of A's in this. So Americana-mageddon aftermath.
Okay, well, you did it. That's a lot of fucking A's.
Americana-mageddon.
Yes.
Americana-mageddon.
Okay, that sounds like
Aftermath.
the next album from Green Day.
Right?
Yeah,
Right?
that'd be good.
Yeah.
But they finally on Tuesday addressed the information that they spoke to the elephant in the room very quietly. They only spoke to the elephant. They didn't talk to anybody else. They didn't do a transmission, but they made it known. I think on Reddit, I want to say, or where did we
It was
find
Reddit,
out?
I believe.
Yeah, they said, yeah, we've addressed this. Check your inbox, which of course is stupid because still doesn't fucking give you a red pop on the inbox when you have a
No,
message.
they need to have that.
Especially a message like we just took 5 million coins out of your account. I kind of like them to let me know that. So, but they did. They went in and took all the coins back.
Yep.
And they, in a couple of cases, messed up. Like Dan Anderson, he had 1 million before all this started, and then they took him down to like 74K, and he's like, "Wait a minute, no, hold on."
Hey.
So he had to open up a ticket, and God bless him for having the balls to do that.
Yeah, really.
Hey,
But he
you
got
took
back,
away
yeah.
the 13 million I wasn't supposed to have. You took the 1 million I was supposed to have. Give that back, but they gave it back.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, fair is fair, I suppose. They gave him his thing back. That's
They
good.
haven't done anything with cards, obviously, because they're been trading all over the place and stuff like that. So I don't know if they can do anything about the cards that were pulled.
But the
with
thing that wasn't
coins.
cool was that when they took all the coins from people, it messed up all your credit packs.
Oh, yeah, they broke
So
the store for.
That's true.
There were like 2 or 3 things left in the store.
Right.
And it was, I don't know how long it was.
Hours.
Couple
Yeah,
hours.
it was several.
But
hours.
it was on Tuesday, and it was like right in the middle of
wave one
of the previews. And
Yeah.
it's like, bitches, y'all need to fix this shit.
Yeah,
I think they did it I think they broke the store when they take the credits so that people who got word that they were taking the credits back didn't just sit there.
Yeah, because they couldn't do them all at once. It was a rolling thing. Because in our group, we were all like, "Oh, my coins are gone. Well,
Yeah,
mine are
took
gone
out.
now. I still got mine." And we're all like, "Spend." They're like, "There's nothing in the store."
That's why they broke the store, right?
And if you did not get the glitch, or if you did not exploit the glitch, you still had stuff in the coin pack, because the kids' iPad, we could still access coin packs in there.
Right.
But we hadn't blasted the glitch there.
On her iPad, right?
Yeah, she wouldn't give us her iPad. She's like, I'm doing art.
And well, one thing that they should probably do, which I think they should do to finish addressing this, is it would be nice if they made all of those Americana cards 0 collector score, because you have some people who added like 50 CS points to their score. Again, and I don't care about collector score. Really doesn't mean anything. We think we all know that. But
Well, then why are you saying that?
because I'm bitching.
I don't care about it, but they need to.
It's not right, because it needs to be right.
It's still fucked up. 4 scores fucked up 6 ways
is.
Sunday anyway.
I saw some dude on there again the other day. I think it's broke again. It said like 5.5 million, and I'm like, maybe they haven't logged in since they fixed it from when everybody was in the millions or whatever.
There's guys that are active in there that I look at, and they have like 200,000 less cards than me, and they're way higher scores.
I think the whole thing's jacked.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think the CS.
Well, I've heard that if you open a ticket, then they'll fix it, but then after a certain point, it just fucks up again. And in terms of priorities, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean?
Agreed. It's got to be. It should be low, but it'd be nice if they zeroed those cards out so they weren't contributing to the problem. Further complicating matters.
Honestly, don't care. 4 scores, nothing. Go ahead, 0.
I agree. Nobody. Well, it's like the follow thing. It's like, well, trade with me and then follow me. More followers. I need more followers. Like, what? Why would you care about followers?
Is this a cult? Are we in a cult now?
It is actually.
Yeah, it kind of is a cult.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cult. So yeah, so they finally dealt with that, and
Yep.
everybody's not satisfied with this, with the solutions. Yeah, obviously there's more to be addressed with the Fourscore issue. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
apparently there's some lingering concerns.
Really fringe, squeaky wheel. But in the realm of ongoing sets,
Oh,
Of
gross.
course.
hey, what's the most ongoing set of all time?
Well, it could be the 5 solo sets they've
Yeah,
cranked out.
still going. The Energizer Bunny just keeps going and going and
I
going.
think there's like one left
Is there?
today. I think today is the last one.
And that'll be the end forever of all of it. That's
Well,
it?
then there'll be catch-up packs.
Well, then they did fucking Fractured. Solo Fractured.
Which, why pink?
Oh, sorry, I'm jumping ahead because there's a solo overload section. That
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it was
solo
all
overlay,
solo
its own
stuff.
section,
Jesus
because
Christ.
everything is solo apparently.
And pink is hell. Not that I have anything against pink. I think cards are-
I realized, I'm like, why is there so much solo? Oh, because it's on Disney Plus
Yes,
now.
I've actually seen a lot of people going, I watched this on Disney Plus, and if it had come out any other time, it might have been actually pretty good. I'm like, I don't follow your logic.
No, maybe if it came out before all of Star Wars, before Episode 4, maybe it came out in 1975, before I knew what the Falcon was, before I knew like all that other stuff, then I don't know. That's just not my bag.
Before I had pubes.
Before I knew Han Solo was tall.
Before Harrison Ford was Han Solo. Then
I kind of seen it before I had pubes. It'd have been good.
So
Not
well, so Fractured, and it looked like Fractured is probably wave 1.
Oh yeah, it's way. It's
They
Says
always
wave
do a
2 is
ton of
coming.
those.
and
There
dual
was no
perception
Kira.
too.
There was
But
no.
why pink? Why? I mean, I like the pink. I like that pink.
I think it's a nice looking card. I even think the dual
But why
perception.
pink? It
cool,
just
but-
seemed weird. Why they're sitting around like, oh, what color should we use for solo? Let's
Spin
pink.
the wheel of
Let's use
colors. Pink.
Hot pink.
Hot pink.
Hot pink.
Hot
Well, when they did the dual perceptions for Return of the Jedi, they used a green very similar to what's behind you guys right now. They used that forest green, which I thought, oh, that's makes sense because it's a lot of people.
Well, yeah, and when they did Rise of Skywalker, they used like a teal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they
I
must
don't know.
they have a wheel, I'm sure.
Well, I'm sure. Well, the ESB Fractured was like that ice blue, and I thought that worked out pretty well because a lot of that was hot.
No. Nope.
We shall see. But it's a lot of pink and it's a lot of solo lately. A lot of solo.
Nope. She vetoed that. Okay, well.
But
and
yeah, and so Women of Star Wars, we got powerful pairs.
Man, yeah, they loaded us up with what Women of Star Wars
Yeah,
last
it was the
weekend.
women-y weekend.
Holy shit, it was a womanly weekend.
Because Saturday was the powerful pairs wave 2,
Mhm.
and then Sunday during the pod race was the final wave of the base.
Right. So
Women
I
of
guess
Star Wars.
we should be getting comics again tomorrow. I think.
Are we due for more comics?
Yes, the comics run out tomorrow. The awards tomorrow. So I think Sunday will be load up and get those
I
Gildeds.
wonder what we're gonna get it to today.
Dunno.
They were saying there were a bunch of, I think maybe Dan Sigel was saying that there were a bunch of other subsets for Women of Star Wars, like weapons of choice or something
They
like
do.
that.
No, they have a ton of subsets. But yeah, so
Give
we'll
them
see if is Power Pairs. That doesn't end today, does it?
I think it does.
No, it just started. They started 2 waves of stuff last week, so
Yeah.
nothing's over with Women of Star Wars. But they
No.
could do. I mean, wow, they're really piling on if they want to drop a subset on Saturday.
Yeah, they could. Could be another
I
solo
hope
set.
they can find more solo.
Wow, yeah, there you go.
You know.
Yep.
Solo powerful pairs. Space Go.
Solo. Behind the scenes, deleted scenes.
Yeah.
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 No.
And then
We jest.
what else do we have? Did we have new stuff?
Well, where's Jabba's palace?
Well, yeah. What happened to Jabba's palace?
Well, it came out for 20 minutes, and it was it was kind of like the blockchain thing.
maybe
earlier
we'll
this
get
week.
Jabba's palace too.
It's like the blockchain dropped on Topps Wax. They let out for 20 minutes, and it was all gone, and everyone's pissed off.
Yeah.
Parallels. But you are correct. Powerful Pairs goes on for another week. So.
Yeah, both of those do. So we got a ways to go in there, but so I don't know what they're going to drop today.
Yep, I don't know.
It'll be something or maybe nothing. Who knows?
Crickets.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wave 2. Fuck you guys.
Could they do more of that Outer Rim set?
Oh, I hope not.
I hope
Those
not.
aren't my
I
favorite
hate
either.
those cards. People try to give those to me all the time.
I like the
Yeah.
Hux one.
You like that, Hux? I think I still have 14 on one.
Oh, I need those. I need those.
So who knows? Nothing really great or new happening either. Other than the preview for Wave 2 was the newest thing. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been kind of,
Yeah.
in terms of content, not really excited. Kursai did come into the Discord recently and again was asking, if we were going to bring back some oldie moldy goldies or things from the past, what would you be interested in? And a lot of input given there. So I don't know if that's something they're cooking on. I once again mentioned do reflections and then sit back and collect your money.
that would be really cool because Christian Wagner has a ton more art that they could use. But again, that's the licensing issue that Mark talked about, was needing to, I guess, secure that license and make sure that they could do that, which would be awesome because they could sell like nothing. But of course, then there'd be 40,000 of each one. They wouldn't be count limited again.
Yeah.
Well, he
Never
doesn't
gonna-
understand. Yeah, exactly. They'll do like vintage, basically.
Yeah.
Basically everybody will have a reflections. And then, of course, they'll be trying to trade new 14,000 count reflections for your old 2,500 count.
D3PO award. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. You
Sand
have
Trooper.
two.
But you have dupes. I don't
You
understand.
have dupes. That means they're worth less.
Mm.
That's right. But
Yeah.
you have two and I have none. So please, if you could please give me one.
Yeah. So, yeah, like Chris Weiss. New stuff? Nope.
Nope.
So maybe we'll see something new at 2. That would be amazing.
Yep, that would be cool.
Getting kind of dry, guys. Getting kind of.
Yeah. Get a little.
No, the app, it's over. This is it. This
Yeah,
is
they're
it.
Oh,
shutting it down, guys.
Shutting it down, guys. They're shutting it down.
Finally happened.
Trading all, selling everything.
R.I.P.
All right.
7/18/20.
That's it. I'm quitting. I'm giving everything up. Leave a good Padme card. Take anything and leave Padme. Yeah. That's what, these people say they're quitting, but they want you to take their cards and leave like Leia, Padme, Rey.
Take everything, leave reflections.
Yeah, leave reflections.
But still not that Django.
No.
It's still not Django.
It's funny that the Django has lower status than the Sand Trooper.
It does. I would take, if somebody was offering me a reflections, it'd either be the Django or the Sand Trooper. I'd take the Sand Trooper.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Lower count. What's funny too, there's like nothing to designate that as a Reflections 2 card. There's
No.
probably so many people and we're getting now into the realm of maturity with people in the app that all of a sudden turn their eyes to the distant past. I've got so many people coming at Essentials, Reflections,
Red
vintages,
CT
Wide Vision. All of a sudden, people, because I have like a dupe set of Wide Vision, and they're like, hey, or is this Retaliate? It's part of a complete dupe set. Yes, it's a dupe, but it's part of a set.
But the fun part is too, when they do that to me too, and they only want like, help me Obi-Wan. I'm like, really, that one? Why? Why do you want that?
Yeah, and then you look and they don't have any of the other
No,
ones.
they don't. But they know.
There was a guy that came at me for some Wide Visions earlier in the week, and he was clearly building the sets, but the ones that he had, the ones he was missing were, like key, and there was like help me. It was the Hyperspace Award. It was Duel, which I have an extra duel for trade. I actually have 3 duels, and I have one for trade, but he just didn't have the fucking jack to pull it down. I mean, it's like an $18, $20 card all day long.
Yep, that's one that'll hold value too. But it is funny to see when they come in. They know what they want. It's funny.
Well, it takes them a little while, and then they come around and realize the good stuff, and then they bless their hearts because really all they have is all this new junk. And I'm not going to trade that primo old stuff for that new. It's just trash. I mean,
Well, and that's the whole thing that they've done. With the counts, the economy, and the way they've brought in 8 zillion players, made everything accessible to everybody, and implemented tiers. They're not doing the new players any favors whatsoever in understanding worth or value, especially for the old stuff. They think this new shit is comparable, and it's not even close. I mean, I've had people come after stuff where I'm like, dude, you could give me everything in your account, and it's not enough for this card.
Right. And they don't understand that. What do you mean? How can that possibly be? I have all these epics and legendaries.
Oh yeah.
It's like, okay.
Or there seems to be a lot of them that I was sending you guys some screenshots of, like, just because I have a bunch of dupes doesn't mean you get to take extra dupes.
Yeah, that 2 for 1, that they send you an offer where you're giving them
I'm
2 for 1.
giving them 2 for 1. And in no way, shape, or form did I post anything about that.
No. Well, it's the same with, you know, I'm trading like blue Women of Star Wars or white Powerful Pairs, which are in the uncommon bracket, and they're in the 15,000 range on counts for 9 white base. So they go in and go, oh, okay, well, let me look at your other uncommons, and let me go for your Rogue One, you know, uncommons that are like in the 4,000 to 5,000 range, and those are a different animal. Those are older cards. You know, it's like, oh, okay, I'd like to have that Tan Jin. Yeah, I'm sure you would, but that's not what I'm offering. I'm offering this. Your interpretation is that all uncommons are now available for 9 white base, which is not the case. And if you keep it up, I'm gonna bust your face.
Well, you're exactly right, and you're right. They do the same thing, because that's become the new Horde thing, is just blowing out the current uncommons for 9 white base. It's the easiest way to amass base now. But you're right. Then they go back and then they start trying to cherry pick the old uncommon stuff, which is in that tier for
push
whatever
the parameters.
reason.
Now, you know, if they're going for some other new garbage that's super high count, and I've got like 15 of the fucking things, yeah, fine, that's cool. But they always want to go back to the old. There's a lot of stuff in the uncommon range that's not that low count, and you know, it's decent, cool stuff. It's like, you know,
I get it too.
I'm not gonna build your collection that way, bro.
No, can't do it like that. So
one thing I don't mind is when people come after old base for new base, like especially like S6 base. Fucking rock on, man. I've got tons of that shit. I have so much fucking, I mean, like, goddamn, let me look at uncommon now and just start with the fucking tapestry of woe. Well, if it wasn't for the spinning wheel, Tops, you're ruining our show with how long it takes for everything to load. Okay.
This dead space brought to you by
at the top of my uncommons sits the color quotes award, which is a 91 count card.
Right.
That's where the range for me starts. And I know there's other people that have even probably lower in the uncommon range. It just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah. I agree. But again, that's why I don't trade by tier.
Yes. Tears for tears.
So, yep.
But I'm looking for my first epic.
Yeah, I want to
and it's like my birthday, and I've been looking for this forever.
Maybe I'll get a legendary.
Yeah, I want to know what it feels like to have
I see that offer in the feed too. It's like trading 2 super rares for my first epic. You know, and then you look at their super rares, and they're like, you know, there's something from Jabba's palace that's like in the 10,000 count, you know, super rares. And
of course.
I wish I could even find something that fit the parameters of how wrong you're doing this.
It's not. They're not being taught any favors by paying attention to just what the corporation is feeding them.
Right.
They're not paying attention to
that, and then, you know, just trying to read the tea leaves out on the fan feed is tough too. So, you know, bless their hearts, and, you know, we just got to be, I try to be patient with people and explain why no, and not be mean about it. In our Discord,
I was going to say, what a great segue, because you know where you can go to learn good things.
Changed his, we've talked about the Sherpa thing that he was doing previously, and then he morphed it into some kind of time travel extravaganza with this one unfortunate soul. It was wild. It was kind of funny, but as entertaining as it was, he ended up getting suspended for it because the guy reported him, and I guess they probably had a string of people reporting his sagas. So he got a little slap on the hand there, a little spanking for Biggs. So he settled that shit down. But it was a very funny thread, and I don't understand why somebody couldn't just have a sense of humor and go along with it. But so you got to watch what you say to folks in comments, and be careful and try to be even tempered and nice. You can't swear, but you can still be mean. And he wasn't being mean. He was just trying to have fun with somebody making that offer. So, but that was interesting. And that was about it for Discord. We welcome back DAC 212 this week.
That was cool. And it's a good place. It's a great place to go and talk and learn about value and learn about making good trades.
So I guess with all that out of the way, we can go into what you watching.
Tell me what you're watching on your TV tonight. Tell me what you're streaming on your iPad. Tell me what you're watching every day and at night. I'll be outside watching from the bushes.
So Matt, what are you watching, or what you watching?
Did you watch Hamilton yet?
Did you watch Hamilton?
No, not yet. It is on our radar to watch, but man, by the time we have
America?
It's so tired. You know what we do? We sit down and we throw on, because we've been stuck in the house for so long. We put on Rick Steves Travel and we watch Rick travel the world, go to the greatest places. He's all the time in Europe. Man, just the best places I've ever been. But it's just to go back and see
places Americans aren't allowed now.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so we've been watching a lot of travel stuff, a lot of travel shows. Our cruise, we were going to go on a Disney cruise this year. We were supposed to have gone in June. Yeah, June 12th we were supposed to leave, but of course it got bumped, and we rebooked it for a different cruise, a Disney cruise, but now it's not until next May. So we've got the travel bug. We want to go somewhere. We want to see something. So we've spent a lot of our time just watching travel shows, Disney cruise shows. She listens to a Disney travel blog. I shouldn't say blog. It's a podcast like this. So she puts that on. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to hear the way they talk and the way they do their show, and their structure and their format. But listen to it. It's all about
probably really professional.
No. So it's a guy. It's the DCL blog. Here I am. It's called DCL blog, and it's a podcast that I guess they also have a blog. But the guy talks about, he's a pilot. I think he's a commercial airline pilot, and he and somebody travels, and then they have different guests on who I guess are friends of theirs, but they're all avid cruisers, right? So they have these people on who talk about going on this cruise or that cruise. So I've never been on a cruise. She's been on several cruises. She said they're fun. She said I like them. So we'll see. So anyway, we've got our Disney cruise booked. So we're doing a lot of Disney cruise travel stuff and Rick Steves Europe. So that's what we've been watching. Just trying to get out of the house, at least in our imaginations.
Yeah.
Well, your assignment is still to watch.
Yeah, you gotta watch.
I know it's on the list. But at 9:00 at night, we're both like,
make it like it's your idea. You should be like, hey, honey, why don't we check? They keep leaning on me. I'm getting shit if I don't watch.
I'm gonna go down. I'll tell her as soon as we're done with this.
You should. Let's just do this and get it. No, say I'm really anticipating it now. So many people have told me it's great, and then you can sit there with this frozen mask of.
Well, since you guys said it, I've heard it 100 times that it's really good. So it is truly on my radar of something that I do want to see now, where I was actively trying to avoid it before.
Now I hope it lives up to the hype, because
Oh gosh, if Matt doesn't like it, shit,
we're in trouble. Fuck you guys! I'll never listen to you again about anything.
That's it. Star Wars.
Actually, I'm more interested if his wife likes it.
She'll love it.
She'll like it. She wants to watch it. She'll like it.
Well,
you guys watching?
My comfort food, and you're talking about your travel things, is I love to watch. I love to watch diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Oh yeah,
I love that show. That guy is such a fucking ham bone, but I love the food, and I always like to see the different places that they go, and the cooks, talking about what they're making and all the stuff that goes in it. I just want to eat all that food. I want to go to all those places and eat all that food and just get fat as hell.
Has he gone to any place by you guys? Have you gone and checked out any place that
there was actually one? No, it wasn't.
There was a Jacksonville one.
It wasn't from Diners, Dives, and Drive-ins. It was the restaurant Impossible did one here in Jacksonville one time, And I did actually go to that place for lunch one time, and it was fantastic. They had one of the best hamburgers I've ever had in my entire life.
Awesome.
Really good.
I ate at his taco place in Kansas City.
Who's?
Guy Fieri's.
Guy Fieri?
Yeah.
We ate at his taco place when we went to Vegas in February. It was what was it called? What was it called? The one that you went to?
Oh.
If it wasn't Flavor Town, fuck it, I'm not going.
No, it was something with a donkey. I swear to God.
It's in that place in Kansas City where there's like there's like a big huge screen TV on like the wall where they must have like big events and everything. It's in downtown.
Yeah.
The TV Dome.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna look it up now. Quickly.
Was it called Flavor Town?
No. It actually wasn't the best tacos I'd ever had. I was
No.
kind of like,
We said the same thing after we ate there.
Yeah.
but it's like right next to a place with like that had like a bunch of different Leinenkugel beers.
Ooh,
Yes.
nice,
Yeah. So we had tacos and then we had Leinenkugel beer.
nice. Have all.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, we went to Guy Fieri's El Burro Borracho. That's what it was in Vegas.
Hmm.
So
I don't think anything's very good in Vegas.
yeah.
So I go to my comfort food on that stuff. I haven't really, we haven't watched any more. I didn't watch much of anything this week, but then last night I was browsing around and I came across a movie called Palm Springs, and it's on Hulu, and it's got Andy Samberg. It's Andy Samberg, and it's a Lonely Island production. So that's always good. So you're talking like, I'm talking like Hot Dog or Pop Star. Have you seen Pop Star?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Fuck, that goddamn thing is funny as shit. It's so dirty, but God, it's funny as hell. And
It's
Hot
fun.
Dog's wonderful. This
Hot
one,
dog.
Hot Rod.
I was calling him Hot Dog. Hot Dog, Hot Rod. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's Hot
But
Rod.
this Palm Springs thing is like, it's wonderful. It's really a lot of fun. It's like Groundhog Day, except it happens at this family wedding, and he's like the boyfriend of one of the girls who's sister to the main girl who's getting married, and he's just kind of along for the ride for this thing. And but it's a time loop. Basically, every day starts when you wake up, and it ends when you fall asleep. And no matter what you do during that time, you can drive, literally run out in the road in front of a truck, get killed, boom, you wake up and it's the morning again. And this happens over and over and over and over and over again. And in the course of this event, he gets this one other sister, another sister of the bride. She ends up following him into this cave that causes the whole thing. And so she gets stuck in the loop too. So now they're stuck in the loop together. So they're trying to figure out, at first they're just having fun together and, kind of like dating in Groundhog Day. It's really strange. So they can do anything. They go to
whatever.
bars and pick fights or start shit at the wedding and just see how things will play out, all these different scenarios. It's a really interesting use of that mechanic. And the two, Samberg and the young lady, I don't know her name. I've never seen her in anything before. The actress who plays the other main character, they really click. They really, fit really interestingly together. And then the guy that plays J. Jonah Jameson from the Spider-Man movies, what's his name?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that guy.
I know who you're talking about.
He does the We Are Farmers commercials
Yeah.
and stuff like that. He's fantastic. He's in it too, and he's stuck in the same loop. And so you've got these three different people who are coming to terms with this thing, and they can't really find a way out of it. They're stuck with it. So they have to figure out, what are they going to do with this? It's really interesting. It's very funny. There's a lot of really funny stuff in it. It's a blast. There's a lot of really funny stuff in it. So highly recommend. It's on Hulu, and it's fun. There's some raunchy stuff in there, but it's a blast. It's a really fun little thing. I was really tickled to find it, and I had just enough time to just sit. I never do this. I sat and I watched the entire thing all the way through.
Whole thing?
The whole movie?
I watched the whole thing. It was crazy. That never happened.
No, it doesn't.
No, that's how much I liked it.
Nice.
It was really, really good. So Palm Springs on Hulu with Andy Samberg. Fantastic. Really fucking hilarious. So what are you watching, sweetheart?
Well, I spent some of the week listening to a book on Audible.
Oh yes, a certain
There
certain
was a certain
bestseller came out.
bestseller that was released on Tuesday, so I listened to that, and
And that was called My Fuckhead Uncle.
yeah, my uncle is an asshole, and
Subtitle.
Uncle Fuckhead.
there was nothing that did not surprise me, really.
Was there anything that you didn't know? I'm sure there's stuff you didn't know, but none of it was
basically
none of
like-
it was riveting.
I haven't read it, but I'm sure it's like, okay, picture the worst thing somebody could do in any given situation. That's what that fucker's going to do.
Oh, I'm absolutely sure.
And then think up new creative ways to be a dickhole.
Well, and not just that, him specifically, but his father.
The whole family just awful, monstrous
Ugh.
people.
Just bad people, which is what I thought, and it just confirmed it more. Like, I
So
didn't
were you glad
realize-
that you listened to it? I mean, as revolting as it was, are you glad that you?
I'm
Oh, good.
glad to have listened to it and to buy it.
And
And
it confirms your other thoughts too. So
yes,
Good.
yes. And to
Good.
be one of the ones that would buy it and make somebody mad by buying it.
yeah, by putting money at that, so
By-
that's good.
Yes, yes. So
Yeah, I doubt very much there's any little dagger signs next to the sales figures on that. Like they put dagger signs on every time like one of his dumbass kids puts out a fucking book. Then they use the campaign buys shitloads of copies. They buy hundreds of thousands of copies to put it on the bestseller list. So they put a little dagger sign next to the sales figures
Because it's a
to show that there was a big corporate buy on this.
oh, they're not going to want to listen to it because the stuff about his dad and then his mom actually too. It's just yeah. But so that took up some of my time, and I watched some nerdy history stuff again. There was a cool thing about this Viking burial that they found in Norway or whatever, and for years they thought it was, you know, like a Viking king or something, but nowadays with DNA and everything, it turns out it was actually a female. So it was like this Viking warrior queen type practically.
Wow, that's cool.
So it was very cool. So that was interesting. And then I just started watching because there's a new streaming service, so of course I downloaded it.
What is it? Oh, the Peacock?
Peacock.
Okay, I heard about
Peacock. And you know, it has a lot of free stuff, so I just got it because it's free. And I started watching Brave New World.
Oh, okay, I saw it.
Which I realized I have never read that book somehow.
Aldous Huxley.
Yeah, somehow I have never read that book. And I started watching it, and it ties in with stuff that has Star Wars actors in it because it has fake Han Solo in it.
Okay.
Fake Han Solo is
Alden
in it.
Ehrenreich.
Yes, he's in it. And like, I watched the first 2 episodes, and like, you really get drawn into it. And then it was like, the next episodes you had to like pay for.
No.
But they have a free 7-day trial. So I was like, oh, heck yeah, I can finish this in 7 days. Like 9 episodes.
Hold my beer. They don't know me.
Yeah, they don't know me.
I can binge,
I can binge this. But it's pretty risque. So it's not something really you can have on in the living room with the kids.
Now that's the one where they do some. No, I'm thinking of something else completely. I'm thinking of the Lathe of Heaven. I'm sorry.
No, this is the one where it's like this society where like there's no privacy, there's no monogamy, there's everything is, you know, everybody's, and they all take these pills. Soma.
That's the Soma one.
Yeah, the Soma one. They all take, you know, they're always popping these pills. So like there's some funny scenes where like something, you know, very anxiety producing happens, and then you'll just hear everybody click 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 click, click.
Blasting those Somas
Blasting
down.
those Somas
Pow,
down.
pow, pow, pow. They got a fucking Pez dispenser full of Somas.
but it was funny because it's like I kept watching it because, you know, the solo guy, he's good, and there's another main character in it.
I don't feel that he's good.
Well, the chick who was one of the chicks who was on Downton Abbey is on it, and she's a good actress. I like her. And then there's this other main character. There's like 3 main characters, and this other one is just like, I kept being fascinated, but I'm like, who is this guy? This guy seems so familiar. Who is this? So I just kept watching, and I finally looked it up, and it turns out he was the guy that plays Viserys on Game of Thrones.
Was he the one that got the
one, the
crown?
golden crown?
Oh,
yes.
I hate that fucking
He
guy.
was just on there for a short time, but I was like, who is that guy? He looked so familiar. But so he's in it.
Mystery solved. That's
mystery solved. So you have, young fake Han Solo.
Did they pour molten metal on his head to kill him in this one too?
Not yet. I've got 2 episodes left.
I don't think they do.
I don't know. Maybe.
It's one of my favorite deaths ever. That was
Maybe.
like the greatest goddamn thing ever in Game of Thrones. I'll give you a crown that makes men tremble.
So
yeah, I did.
So I watched that. Oh, and I did watch the 5-minute video of Henry Cavill building a computer.
Yeah, she told me about that because I mentioned it. I was like, I'm gonna have to.
It was literally the same day. Like I'm like working on my computer. I'm doing work, and like he comes into the room and he's like, I think it's about time. I need to build a new computer. This one is getting kind of old, and I'm like, really? Is it? You just said, no, I need to build a new computer. And literally that afternoon, I go on Twitter, and it's Henry Cavill and all this stuff, and it's like, see Henry Cavill build a computer, and I'm like, what?
How did he get his arm even in the case?
It's a big case.
He must have got the big jumbo. It's like
a
a
big
refrigerator.
Jumbo. Yeah, it's a big
fucking motherboards floating.
So of course he's like doing it. He has to wear like a tank top when he's doing it.
Oh, yeah, he gotta get swole. Like,
swole as fuck.
Fucking curl that shit. Oh god. Oh, you curl this.
But they like got this music playing in the background, kind of like some soul music, while he's building this computer. And then he builds this thing, and it's glorious, like this glorious gaming computer. And then he realizes that it had some kind of number thing you could see in it, and it was upside down. So he had to take it apart and redo it.
That happens sometimes. I hope it wasn't his processor. Jesus Christ.
Oh, actually, I think it was.
Oh, you fucked that up. You fucked it all up. Oh,
yeah.
Boy. They only go in one way. They only go in one way. You talking to me?
They should be only, they're key.
Surely there's like a little, it's a chip, and it's got a cut on one edge, and it flips right in that one place. And that's the only way. There's no way to put it in wrong.
So if there was something that had a number, and it was like lit up and all stuff, and it was very glowy, like yours had this blue stuff.
That's his graphics card.
It was, it was all glowy and stuff inside, and it's probably like a beast, like the ultimate gaming computer.
I don't know how you couldn't put a graphics card in upside down either.
Well, you'll have to watch the video. It's only 5 minutes long.
I'll end up having to watch videos anyways when I go to build this new one.
So when you build your new one, the expectations are
pretty high. I'm gonna put out
pretty high.
Yeah, I'm gonna be with Barry White and candles right there on the kitchen counter while you're working on at the table with my fucking tank top. I'll try to get swole up a little bit before I get started. So
yeah,
I'll do what I can.
Okay.
I'll do what I can.
Oh, okay.
So, final thoughts. We forgot completely last week.
We always forget final thoughts.
We often forget final thoughts. My final thought is we had a really fun time doing a project here as a family for my brother-in-law whose birthday is coming up, and we made we originally recorded a video for him for this montage thing, and basically it was going to be added together with a bunch of other videos from people and stuff like that. And then realized then that it was too long. It was only supposed to be 2 minutes, and I was really pissed off. I was like, God damn it. What the fuck are you supposed to do in 2 minutes? A fucking movie trailer, maybe. A movie trailer, maybe.
Movie trailer.
Yeah. So then the next, as we're laying in bed, we're like going, in a world. And like coming up with the whole concept for this thing. And literally like was dictating it into Notepad as we went along. And then the next day I took what I had and just made it. And it came out fantastic. It's
awesome. Thanks for showing it to me. It's really, really cool.
It came out really funny. And I stole all the best production values I could find on YouTube from what was that movie? The Deep Impact. There's a great disaster footage from Deep Impact. So it was just punctuated by all this really great special effects shot. And then our dumb asses in front of a virtual background on Zoom.
It came out really well. It's really nice.
Here, this control room got a lot of play. Yeah, but it was really fun, and it went together really fast and really smooth. So that was a fun thing to do this week. I like making videos and doing stuff with my wife and kid, and we all had a fun time with it. That was my final thought. How about you, my love?
Just wear your damn masks, people.
Yeah,
There you go.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
How about you, man? You got anything to
Oh,
drop?
one final thought was something that I forgot to mention earlier. I wanted to say thanks to Tim and Chrissy for getting me the black Boba Fett to keep my rainbow intact. When we were talking about hordes, I meant to mention it then. So she pulled it, and they made sure that it got to me, which was very, very nice. So I appreciate that. So thank you both.
Yeah, they're nice folks, and they do listen to the show. So, and they probably listen all the way through.
Well, hopefully they made it to the end this week.
Yeah, it's a long one. We went really long. So
That's what she said.
Oh, maybe that's how I should build a computer. Just lay that right on the counter and then start building that computer. I'll put that baby shoe on it. That's the answer. Put that baby shoe on everything. Folks, if you'd like to join this madhouse, you can get in touch with us. We are on Twitter. It's Hoardcast at Twitter. We are at hoardcast@gmail.com. You can send us a message. You can find us on Reddit all the time. We have a Discord group. If you'd like to join, reach out to us on Reddit. It's a really great way to do that. Or just reach out an app, and then we'll say, hey, email me so-and-so or something like that. We have a phone number is 904-628-1138. We have not had a call in I don't even know how long. Yes, Google's
Pick up the phone, people.
Google's going to
Pick up the phone.
Well, they want to text. Maybe they sent us a bunch of texts, and I just didn't get it because nobody wants to talk on the phone anymore.
Just goes to voicemail, yeah.
Yeah. So call in, leave us a voicemail if you got some kind of hot topic or something's going on. Hey, I had a fun time with the white elephant. I was able to lock a card. The thing came to me at just the right time on the Reddit white elephant, and I was able to lock in a gold Geonosis card, oldie moldy goldie, 75 count old card. So that was kind of cool. And man, there's been some good shit in there. Some unknown benefactor donated a Luke Preps.
Wow.
That popped up yesterday. So that's a hot
wow.
ticket. So that's been going great. And God bless Dan Siegel for keeping that going.
No lie, man. What a great guy, man. He's
a lot of fucking work to keep that thing going and keep, notifying and doing the polls, all stuff. It's an ongoing process. We're not even halfway through the damn thing. I don't think.
Nope. But everybody's on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, like I said, we're only about halfway through. It's a lot of folks left to pull. So it's a good time. So get in on that. It's too late now. But anytime you see that coming around, jump on board. So Matt, we want to thank you again for your time. And
oh man, thanks for having me. It was fantastic. A lot of fun.
Always great to have you, man. And my lovely and talented Padme1138, thank you as well for joining us. And Cecil. Fuck you, Cecil.
Hey!
Arrivederci!
Me too!
See ya.
Woo!
We are Legion.
We are all.
We are one.
We are
Watching.
Watching.